Hey guys, wanted to talk about the George Floyd trials. And just like I thought, more information came out. He was a drug addict. The person in the car with him was his drug dealer. His girlfriend went to court and testified that both him and George Floyd, both her and George Floyd, were opiate fentanyl addicts. So, and not only that, but we have videos of him tweaking out in the gas station where he spent counterfeit money. So, more and more, as more information comes out, we find out that it's not as black and white as it was first made to appear. The reason why Derek Chauvin had his knee on George Floyd's neck is because George Floyd was acting crazy. If you watch the whole video footage before that incident, he didn't want to go in the back of the cop car. He kept kicking the cops, didn't want to get out. It was by his request that he wanted to lay on the ground in the first place. Not only that, but he had high levels amount of fentanyl in his system at that moment. Like enough to kill a horse was what the doctor said. So obviously he was going through a very active state of overdosing there in the ground, and more likely than not, I mean, not more likely, it's already kind of proven at this point that he had a heart attack and died due to the overdose, which makes sense to me because the way he had his knee on George Floyd's neck, I've wrestled before in high school, and I did a lot of wrestling in my backyard and family. I was really into WWE, and I've been in those positions many times where you have your knee on your neck, and it kind of hurts, but it doesn't constrict your breathing at all. Like I've had like full body weight on my neck, knee on my neck, and again, it doesn't constrict your breathing as long as it's not right here. If it's here, that'll kill you. That's your esophagus. You won't be able to breathe. But if it's here, uh, I've had that many times. Even right after the George Floyd situation, I've had somebody put their knee on my neck for about 5 minutes. Their whole weight. I mean, just put your weight on there, and just to see how it would do. And it didn't restrict my breathing at all. Like it didn't. It hurt, but it. I'm like I could breathe totally fine. So I understand. Not only that, but that is a move that is permitted by the police department. Like that. That's a move that's permitted by the police department to deal with situations like this. Now, do I think Derek Chauvin was smart by putting his knee in his neck for 8 minutes? No, that was an idiot move. That was, especially when there's a camera pointing at you, because people don't know this stuff. People, from the view of regular people, they don't know about this. They don't know the whole situation, so it'll look bad. For the sake, so as just being wise, he should have just took his knee off so that people, wouldn't assume that he's trying to kill him. I mean, especially with the political environment that we were in today. Like, he should have been smarter. He should have known better. That was kind of dumb on his part. But did Derek Chauvin kill George Floyd? No. He did not kill George Floyd. Again, that move is allowed by the police department because we know that move. I mean, again, I've had it done myself. It doesn't mess your breathing up. Matter of fact, a knee on your back has more to do with your breathing than a knee on your neck does. So if somebody puts a knee squarely on my back and puts all their weight on them, that'll kind of restrict your breathing way more than somebody that'll put your knee like right here. That doesn't. That's not what killed George Floyd. It was a fentanyl overdose. I think it's clear now. It's a good chance. I doubt it, but there's a good chance Derek Chauvin will be acquitted, which I agree with. I don't think he killed George Floyd. No, at least definitely not on purpose. George Floyd was supposed to get arrested. He refused to get in the car. He kicked and screamed the whole time. And he was saying, I can't breathe. Even before he was on the ground, he was saying, I can't breathe. He was on video. You just watch the video. He was saying the whole time, I can't breathe. So this whole thing is stupid. There's monument statues, schools being renamed after George Floyd. Worldwide protest over a drug addict that put himself in this situation to where he killed himself from a drug overdose. We live in a world full of idiots. Simple as that. World full of idiots. Subscribe to support. I'll talk to you guys later.